We brought that large nutcracker to Jean's home, and guess what? Those Craigslist nutcrackers, who beat us to them? Jean Smart. She had bought the ones that we were trying to get.
You're kidding.
But she has constant humiliations in this season, But she does, find ways to comfort herself with martinis and a very young man.
Hi, everyone. This is Entertainment Weekly's Around the Table with the cast and creators of Hacks.
I know I bombed at my show. On this tour, it's all about back to basics. And we need a really good tour manager.
My name's Alice. Everybody calls me Weed. That's a nickname Pete Wentz gave me. And once Pete gives you a nickname, it sticks.
Tour starts tonight.
Well, the thing is, from reading the script, whether or not it was going to be a hit, that was up to the gods, but that I knew that it was going to be very, very good. The scene where Ava and Deborah meet for the first time at Deborah's house, that scene is just, it's got everything. It's just absolutely got everything. It tells you so much about what the show is going to be. It tells you so much about these two people. It shows you so much about what their conflicts are going to be. And at the same time, it's absolutely hilarious and painful to watch. And it was just so much fun to do. And that scene we spent a lot of time on because I think they knew that if we nail that scene, it'll set up the show.
I think when I got the script to audition with, I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever read. And I knew it was going to be so funny. And I was like, I'm such a fan of Paul, Lucia, and Jen. And I was just like, oh my God. And I'm such a fan of Jean. And I've always been captivated by Hannah. Like, everything just is so incredible. And then I think I knew it was going to be a hit because during the first read through, I was like fully crying. Like when we watching Jean, like it's so special. It's not just the funniest thing I've ever read. It's the sweetest. Like it's really, really incredible. And I really always felt right away because you guys are all so amazing.
And I think like as an actor, like when you're in the thick of it and the grind and the auditioning kind of like hell, you read a lot of things that are just like really, really horrible, but you just kind of like grin and bear it because you need a job. It's very rare that you come something like that you come across something or something comes to you, an opportunity presents itself where you read it and are like, I need to be like, you have this visceral reaction where you're like, I need to be a part of this. And I've told this story and I would like to make a disclaimer that they do pay me here, but I read the pilot of Hacks and was like, I will do it for free. Like I need to be a part of this show. and it was really, getting a chance to just be involved, like, and to work so closely with and be friends with people that inspire you and that, to get the validation that you also inspire them is like a really, really rare and incredible thing.
No, but it's true though. When if you read a lot of material, then and none of it sort of excites you, what you miss almost more than anything, for me anyway, is that even if something doesn't work out, I miss that feeling of wanting to do something really bad, just having that feeling, even if it doesn't work out. After a while, you get so discouraged. You just want so much to want something. You open that script and you're just disappointed over and over and over and over. And so when you read something this wonderful, it's just so special.
Could I take out one of your face creams? Looking for a spot for my kombucha. If it's not kept cold, it'll keep fermenting in the bottle and it can explode.
Oh God, fine. Here, give it to me.
Oh.
You're right. It did explode.
I don't know that there was like a specific moment, but I think just collectively observing our set and hearing grips, camera guys, PAs, like everybody working on the show, laughing and clapping and like just sort of like the energy that came from the set itself, that was encouraging because everybody's working so hard. Like we're all up so early and, to really get someone to laugh in the conditions that it takes to make any sort of TV show is pretty difficult, I would say. And it was an encouraging sign when, every day at work, we are just like having such a blast.
It was pretty apparent to us, honestly, in the screen test when Jean and Hannah read the scene that they were describing. for the first time, that audition scene, that we were like, "Ooh, this is good. This is going to be really good." Could be, as Jimmy Lusac Jr. says to Marcus, "Could be good, could be good, could be bad, could be good,
but it could be good."
But we thought it was going to be good, and then you never really know, what's going to happen. But I think in making season 1, because Gene was the only actor other than myself attached before we wrote season 1, we were able to watch all of these incredible performers, all of these incredible people bring these characters to life in a way that we could have never imagined. And then we were able in season 2 to write to, I hope, all of their strengths and to make all of these ensemble characters shine. Mm-hmm. And so to me, season 2 really goes so much deeper with our entire ecosystem of characters. And I'm just excited for people to see every single person just hit slam dunks. Hit slam dunks? LOL. Is that right? Hit slam dunks? Hit home runs. Hit home runs. Do slam dunks. Yeah. The show is a sports show, as you know. Clearly. They're doing it. They're taking shots on goal and they're getting a wheel.
That's how good they are. They're hitting slam dunks.
They're hitting slam dunks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's never been done.
I got drunk and sent a very stupid email. I said some pretty revealing stuff.
She will kill you if she finds out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think one of our primary goals is we wanted to, for each character, to start to peel back the layers even more. I mean, I think with season 1 for Deborah and Ava, I think, we got the opportunity to do that. But then I think we got to do further with them because their relationship is constantly evolving and, putting each other in compromising situations. But especially with our ensemble, I think we've been able to do more with Meg and Carl and Mark in a way that it was really exciting for all of us, the moment some people get to just have more period. And then there's other people who get to show different sides of themselves. And I think for us, everybody here and even more of the cast are so inspiring to us that we were just excited to be able to have them show off more of what they could do. And that's something that really honestly is, I think I speak for us, I hope, when I say that is our biggest inspiration when we write, is just thinking about them and what they are capable of doing. And that allows us to have so much freedom when we're writing because we know they can do it. And that's really it's so liberating in a way that it's both inspiring and liberating at the same time. It's I think the greatest joy you can have as a writer.
And, I think it's so sweet that, you heard our cast say, "Oh, it's so nice to want something and read a script that's good," or whatever. But I think it's so rare to get a cast of actors who are all so talented that there's no weak link, that you're not like, "Oh, I don't know if they can do," you know what I mean? It's just you want to write more scenes for everybody. I mean, I want it to be an hour long. I'm like, I want more. I want more scenes. And also, too, not just on camera, but off camera, we have such a kind, good, decent group of people. I think it's really rare. I think we're really lucky.
I think we're encountering someone who they're their first relationship and they're now experiencing their first heartbreak. And if you already are unfamiliar with dealing with your own emotions and you don't have the usual outlets of, we're not the Palmetto every day, Deborah's on the road. And so I think he's kind of trying in very many ways to pretend that everything's okay and failing in many other ways. And it's been so exciting and humbling. And I'm still so honored that you guys entrusted me to tell someone's deeper story in this way. But yeah, he's lost his He's a games night gay trying to be a party gay to this and that's really fun to explore.
Was that a seatbelt you had on?
Yes.
It looked like a seatbelt.
There she is, Deborah Vance.
Hey, Jimmy.
Good God, you look amazing. What moisturizer do you use? I use Vaseline.
Jimmy.
I think that Damien is always kind of in a state of panic. I feel that that's kind of the way that I approach him in a lot of ways, is just this is a make it or break it moment. And I think that he does. I mean, I think that he's a resourceful person. I mean, I think that in the first season, you got to see this kind of unspoken bond between him and Marcus about him kind of being Marcus's pupil of kind of learning from the ways in which Marcus handles the Deborah Vance empire. And I think that this season going on the road in the beginning without Marcus was probably a bit jarring for him. And, there's a lot of running. There's a lot of furious texting. And there's also trying to figure out how to break down a f***ing seamless, which is impossible, by the way.
I have not laughed harder. I watched that opening thing so many times.
It was funny because it's like when we were doing it, we did it a few times and then I fell accidentally. And then I remember Lucia coming up to me and being like, this kind of sucks for you because you fell and it's really funny. So you're
So you're going to have to fall on every take now.
Yeah, so you're going to have to fall all the time now. Yeah. So.
But he fully committed. And we really we always appreciate that full commitment.
I just was so excited that we get to have so many sweet moments with Jimmy and Kayla because I always knew she really loved him. It is pure friendship. I mean, yeah, there was the time in the hotel, but I think she doesn't always look at him like a piece of meat. I think she really loves Jimmy. I think that's like her best friend. And it's like, I don't know. And there's some really wild things that happen. And it's like, it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. I think my favorite thing about working with Paul and Lucia and Jen is that the script is literally perfect and the funniest thing I've ever read. And then employees let us do like, hey, it's a fun run. Say something insane. Like, but you got any? What do you want to do this time? Like we get the script's so perfect, and then we get to like mess around, and it's like so much fun. I mean, I think everyone is such amazing improvisers that it just like little things make it in all the time. And the script's so funny that I don't even remember what was written and what was like.
She blacks out. Like she comes back, she's like, wait, did we just shoot that scene?
Meg goes into a fugue state. That's her method.
Yeah.
She comes down. She's like, did we cut? Did we cut?
Once she leaves the hair and makeup until she's like wrapped, she doesn't remember anything.
Well, it's because her brain is so tight. You know? The side pony is so tight. You can't remember.
Talent.
I'm not so sure this tour is a good idea.
I thought you don't read reviews because you don't care.
I don't read reviews because I do care.
I can't turn it off either. And nothing matters more, even if it should.
I mean, this season there are moments that are dramatic, but the true, like we've always joked that this show is a dramedy. And it really is. Like the show really is like both and all the things because it is a reflection of life as we comedians see it, which is both ways, you know, the two exist. There is a duality there always in life. That is just how it is for us. That's how we make sense of the world. It's how we survive it. And so it is a sort of natural thing for me to intertwine the two. I don't think I've ever experienced one without a touch of the other, you know.
Okay, I'm going to tell a really quick story. It's a quick tangent. We were going to buy Jean large nutcrackers. Jen found a couple on Craigslist. I was like, get them. It's a great Christmas gift. She contacted the guy. They were sold. We were so bummed. We found another one and we were like, great. We brought that large nutcracker to Jean's home. And guess what? Those Craigslist nutcrackers, who beat us to them? Jean Smart. She had bought the ones we were trying to get.
Like, Paul,
you're kidding.
Those are the nutcrackers. She got the nutcrackers.
Wow.
That is crazy.
This is like the Real Housewives moment that I feel like I needed right now.
Exclusive. That's
You'll all see them. You'll all see them this coming Christmas.
Honestly, I should have retired and gone out on top.
Back in Vegas, you were on top, but I think that was just a hill. Now you're climbing a mountain. Oh no. She's doing Ellen.
That's great. That's good.
No, the thing is, it's sort of like when you have a great story to tell, or you have a great joke you want to tell. It's really, you get excited. You really want to tell it, And so it's. I mean, like for instance, there's one speech that they had me do in one of my stand-ups, and then weeks later, they brought it back and I said, oh my God, that one. I don't even know if I remember any of it. But because I loved it so much, I remembered it like that. I didn't even have to look at the script because I just loved telling that story, And so it was really fun.
Even though there are background actors, between takes, Jean is making them all crack up. So Jean is doing a performance. She is like, she's live. And then, you know, also fake laughing is really hard. So you have to be actually tickling these people, which Jean does.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah.
Really?
You know what? It takes us longer to get going on the day, so I'm more stressed out. Corral all those background actors takes long, and I'm like, we gotta go. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, but that's my job, I guess.
Got it.
And I would talk to them all the time between takes because I know what they have to do is really hard, and it's a way it's harder than what I'm doing because they have to keep doing genuine sounding laughter at a joke they've heard, 12 times. And so I'm more than happy to entertain them as much as I can between setups and stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. This has been Around the Table for Entertainment Weekly with the cast and creators of Hacks, which is streaming now on HBO Max.